Good evening, esteemed faculty, staff, benefactors, alumni, and volunteers. First off, I'd like to thank my parents, Maureen and Jim, Eve, the Director of Advancement, Mr. Gray, Mr. Smith, and Father O'Malley for allowing me to speak here tonight. I cannot express how much it means to me to be able to come to this event and speak about my magnificent experience at St. Peter's School. I enrolled at St. Peter's School when I was entering the third grade, leaving the Cambridge public school system, and it turned out to be the best decision that was ever made for me. I have made lifelong friends, and most of all, it has provided me with a well-shaped moral compass. St. Peter's has given me the foundation to be where I am today, and I will forever be thankful for that. I was able to explore not only my academic side, but also my religious side, and I did so as an altar server for 5 years under the direction of two wonderful mentors, Monsignor O'Leary and Father O'Malley. When I was entering the 5th grade, Mr. Smith was the teacher there at the time. He would go above and beyond his call of duty, and he would run many extracurricular activities. To this day, some of the most fun I've ever had in my life was Friday afternoons playing floor hockey upstairs in the gym. He also had a huge hand in the school plays, which I personally never thought I would get involved in, but with his encouragement and guidance, he made it one of my most fond memories. As I entered the 7th grade, I knew I was going to have a teacher that cared, but I couldn't have ever imagined what this truly meant. Mr. Gray impacted my life in so many ways, and I am confident to say that I am not the only person to feel this way. He challenged me not only in the classroom, but as a young man. He would teach me crucial life lessons, and I still carry them with me today. As I was nearing the end of 8th grade, Mr. Gray had pulled me aside, inquiring on my high school decision. When I had informed him that Boston College High School was my first choice, he expressed how happy he was for me to hear, but politely expressed he believed I should go to Matignon because instead I would, quote, shine like a star there. At that time, I had no idea what he meant, but looking back, he was quite accurate. I ended up getting cut from both baseball and hockey at BC High, and that was devastating to a sports player such as myself. I never forgot what Mr. Gray had said to me that day, and I finally listened to his advice and transferred to Matignon my sophomore year of high school. As it turned out, Matignon was exactly the fit for me, both academically and athletically, as I was fortunate to play 3 years of varsity hockey and baseball while being a captain in each for both my junior and senior year. After very successful achievements both academically and athletically at Matignon, I was fortunate enough to walk onto the baseball team at Merrimack College. I ended up graduating cum laude with a bachelor's in accounting. As for baseball, I was a Google Classroom academic all-region, and I went on to break multiple single-season and career records. None of this would have been possible if it were not for St. Peter's School and the wonderful staff and support system I encountered there. I will never be able to express how much I appreciate that, and I am still reaping the benefits of the school's value system to this day. Upon graduating from Merrimack, I was selected to join the Cambridge Fire Department as a firefighter and emergency technician, and I entered the Boston Academy in July of 2019. I graduated the Fire Academy in the early fall, and I currently work on the Hazmat Radiation Unit, Engine 5 of the Cambridge Fire Department. My captain, as well as many other of my fellow firefighters and officers, are also successful graduates of St. Peter's School. I am currently pursuing my Master's of Public Administration, and I plan on eventually going back to school to obtain my Master's in Accounting and sitting for the CPA exam. St. Peter's School, through both educational and extracurricular activities, has taught me a lot of transferable skills that I can use in my life today, such as how to navigate climbing and descending Mount Monadnock, participating in both and behind the scenes of the school plays. But most importantly, I learned how to properly manage my time and do my work without procrastination, along with performing to the best of my abilities in the face of adversity, which pays great dividends in the fire department that I serve. St. Peter's to me was not just my elementary school. It was a family-oriented learning community which has prepared me more than I ever could have imagined for the real world, and for that I will forever be grateful. I hope each and every one here understands the magnitude of the impact St. Peter's had on my family and me. Thank you for your attention this evening. Oh, and don't forget to donate generously, because trust me, it's going to a very worthy cause.